For once, Dr. Bawumia should pretend to forget about the lavish life he, together with his sister Laraba, he appointed as gender minister. His brother Mumuni Bawumia, he appointed at the Interior Ministry. His wife's father, Abu Ramadan's father, he appointed as ambassador. His wife's brother, Abu Ramadan, he appointed as deputy NADMO CEO. He should forget of the lives they are living for once and focus on the people who were there at the Durbar to listen to him. Look, as we speak now, Roland, the people of Krugu in Bawumia's hometown, the rains have started. They are waiting for them to spill the Bagre Dam and it will consume all their houses. Those people from July, August, September will start living in classrooms. Why? Because the Bagre Dam has been spilled. The money that was supposed to be used to build the Palugu irrigation dam, they have chopped 12 million of it and have done nothing. If those people had tuned in to listen to Bawumia, does Bawumia think that their immediate need is a smartphone? As we speak now, a teacher and a Ghanaian worker who was paid at the end of last month has finished consuming his salary. He is praying to God that God will take him through till the next payday. If that teacher was listening to the head of economic management team, is his need a smartphone on credit? NAPCO trainees are seated in the house. They have not been paid for 18 months till their dismissal. And till date, they have been crying for their alawa. You think their next policy they want to hear is for them to take smartphones on credit? No, contractors, unpaid contractors. Just say a contractor tuned in his TV and saw Bawumia. He says, let me listen to the head of economic management team. You think that unpaid contractor of millions is thinking of acquiring a smartphone on credit? No. School feeding caterers who are not paid, they have been crying at the education ministry, knocking at their doors. You think what they think is taking a phone on credit? Teachers and nurses have graduated training college. They have not been posted. More than 4 batches have not been posted. They are sitting in the house. Look, I have a friend, a student nurse friend, who had to sell her phone. Her phone, she sold it in order to survive small, until God or John Mahama comes into power. She sold her iPhone she was using. Because and Dr. Bawumia thinks that the immediate need of that student is to go back again and take a phone on credit. How will we even buy credit to use the phone? Look, he was in Solar, that's Savannah region. The people cannot buy fertilizer. A bag of fertilizer today goes for almost 800 Ghana cedis. Fertilizer. Condemn. Do you know condemn? Weedicides. They use weedicides to farm. The rains have started, June, July. By now, everybody in the north is planting. And all they need is fertilizer. And you stand before these people, and all you open your mouth to say is that take smartphone on credit. Bondholders have not been paid. Pensioners are dying every day. Go to Kolebu. They cannot buy drugs. Because of you, Bawumia, your wickedness and insensitivity. You have to restructure their loans, their bonds. And today they have not been paid. They die on a daily basis.
But it's done
not
abroad,
because they were irresponsible men.
Malik.
Not because they were irresponsible men. Because they lived good lives. And at a point, they had a bad, insensitive, visionless leader like Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Look, the biggest regret Ghana ever had is Dr. Bawumia as head of economic management team. And will go down in history to regret his choice of even being vice president. Because it appears as if he goes around adding pain to our current crisis. If Dr. Bawumia gets any platform, the only thing he will do is, Mama Mistiano, then a child will be shouting, Boaben, then he will be pressing the horn. Or he will stand and promise things you wonder. And I'm sure by now he read it from a textbook. He just saw it.
No, but it cannot be fair. But Malik,
because it does not meet our demand. Let me tell you, you asked a fantastic question. That is done.
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is pursuing a digitalization agenda.
Okay.
So the policy to make sure everybody gets onto that platform and then in sync is to make sure you provide the devices.
So after I get onto that platform, I'll buy fertilizer to put on my crops. After I get onto that platform, it will stop Ghana from importing onions to a tune of 3.3 million. You ask that abroad, they do it. At the time abroad implemented this policy, they were not under haircuts. They were not under an IMF condition. their people, their unemployment rate was not 14.7%. 1.8 million of their youth were not unemployed on the streets. In fact, at the time they were implementing policies like this, they were posting their teacher trainees and their nursing trainees. Go to the UK. They have recruited their people to the extent that they now recruit Ghanaians.
Malik,
Go to the airport and see the number of people who leave this country. Look, Roland, I think that we must advise Dr. Bawumia to be serious. For once, he should listen to President Mohammed's campaign. When President Mohammed met you journalists at Kempinski, look at the brilliant policies he was professing. At a point, I could see joy in the faces of well-meaning Ghanaians. He said, we'll implement a 24-hour economy. That's going to create jobs, that's going to leverage our economy, and that's going to boost productivity in this country. He said, we're going to build refineries in mining areas, and I'll land on this. That's going to create jobs and also help us finish our raw products. This is a man who understands the crisis we find ourselves in. But Dr. Bawumia today has suddenly become one jocular person. If he doesn't lie, then he jokes. If he doesn't joke, he appears very non-serious. And look, I thought that lies had no limit. But Dr. Bawumia has proven to us that when you lie,